Hi friends, this is your Python partner here. So today we are going to see how to remove elements in a list. Already we have seen how to modify the value inside a list and as well to append the value and also to insert value in certain position. So now it's time to see how to remove elements from a list. So for that first we are going to see about the del statement. Okay, so here using this del statement you can just remove an item from a list. The only thing you need to know here is you need to know the exact position of that item in order to use this del statement. Okay, so for this I'm taking an example. Names, it is a variable. It is referencing to the list which includes some number of names. So it is Rahul, Prem, Rani, Sham and Rosie. Okay, so now I'm just going to print that name and the output is, of course, we are just going to get this list with a complete structure. And now I'm just going to use this del statement. So in order to use that, you have to give del, then the list name. So here it is names, okay? Then the position that I'm going to remove, and that index position is 3. So here 0, the index position refers to Rahul. So 1 is Prem and 3 is Sham. So now I'm just going to remove this Sham from the list. So that is what has been given in this line. So del names of 3. Okay. In order to remove the value in this third position. Okay. And just I'm going to print this name. So now the output that we are going to get has Rahul, Prem, Rani and Rosie. Of course, we have removed this Sham value entirely. If you really know the position of that value which you really intended to remove, then you can go for this del statement. And another thing you have to note here is once after this del statement is used, you can never ever access that value which you removed using this del statement. Okay. Now we are going to see another method to remove this items in a list. So it is pop-off method. So you can use this so this pop-off method, it is a concept that removes the last item in a list. Okay, and at the same time, you can work with that item after even removing. So this pop-off method helps you for the same. Okay, so here also I'm just taking that same example names. So in this list we have Rahul, Prem, Rani and Rosie. Okay, we are going to print that name. And yes, I'm giving another variable that is popped value. It is now referencing yes, names.popoff. The thing is, names.popoff in sense, it will remove the last element from this list. So here the last element is Rosie. Okay, that Rosie is now being referenced by this popped value variable. Okay, try to understand this, friend. If you cannot understand, once again rewind this thing and listen to it. So the thing is, names.popoff is now is being referenced by this popped value variable. Okay, fine. And now I am printing this value, that is I am printing the list. Okay, now the output is Rahul, Prem and Rani. Of course, Rosie is being removed. And I am just printing that popped value. What is the popped value? It is Rosie. Okay. And now I'm just working with that popped value. In sense, I'm just using f string to print a message like why did I do for this or what did I remove, like that. So using an f string, I have given a line like I removed the name, that variable popped value from the list. So our output will be I removed the name Rosie from the list. Okay. So this is the thing. So pop-off is a method which is used to remove the last item in the list. And as well, it lets you to use that value in other places. Like you can just you can just make a variable to refer that value and you can work with that variable. So in that sense, even if you are going to remove that element from the list, you can still work with that. Only thing is you have to assign a variable to that thing. Okay, but the value will not be inside the list. That's for sure. We can just use in whatever way we want. That is the thing. And another thing, you can remove any items in the list in any positions, also using this pop-off method. Okay, so for that, you have to just go for this. Like, I'm just introducing another one variable here, value is equal to names dot pop of 2. The thing is, I would like to pop off the element, I mean the index position 2. So here 0 is Rahul, 1 is Prem and 2 is Rani. So now I'm given 2 here and I'm going to print the names. So using this pop-off method, it has already removed Rani from here, right? So our output will be Rahul and Prem. Okay, Rani is removed and now I just feel like, okay, I need to give a reason why did I remove that name. For that, I can just work with the same, like using F string. So yes, I am just using here F string to give a reason for removing that person from college. Okay, so using that I have given I dismissed value dot title of method. You do remember, right? It just capitalize the first letter from that name or something that we are assigning to this title of method. So from college here, so our output will be I dismissed Rani from college. Rani, the first letter is capitalized. Okay. So this is the thing. So each time you use pop-off method, the value can never be inside that list. Okay, but you can work with the value. So that is the thing. And now you have to really note a point. The thing is, del statement and pop statement both are used to remove the item from the list. But the thing that differs here is, after using the del statement, you can never ever work with the value that is being removed. But with the pop method, you can remove the value, as well you can assign that value to a variable and you can work with that value using that variable. Fine. So that you can remove that thing from a list and as well you can work with that. So that is the thing you have to note here. And now we have seen how to use del statement and as well as the pop-off method, and now comes to know something different. Like, what if you don't know the position of the value, but in some certain cases you know the value that you really want to remove from the list. Okay, so for that we can just go for remove of method. So for this I'm taking an example flower here. Okay, and inside this list which this variable flowers is referencing, we have values rose, jasmine, tulips, daisy, orchid and jasmine. And as usual, I'm just printing this list flowers, okay? And in order to remove the value, okay, we have to use that remove of method, right? How to use that? We have to give the list name. Here it is flowers dot remove of, and inside this remove of method, you have to pass the value that you're really intended to remove from the list. Here, I have given jasmine and I'm just going to print that flowers. And output is, of course, you got rose, tulips, daisy, orchid and jasmine. Now you could be a little bit skeptical about this thing, right? You actually removed jasmine and again the jasmine is here. The thing is, remove of method, it will remove the first occurrence of the value. Okay, so if you really wish to remove every occurrences of jasmine, then you have to go with the looping functions, okay, that we will see later. Now you just hang on here, fine? So always keep in mind, in list you can just store as number of items as well. That could be occurrences of same value several times. Okay, so that is the thing. So here the remove of method, it will remove the first occurrences of the value that we are intended to remove. Fine. And here also we can use the value, like we can also work with the value that we are removing using this. Okay, so for that I have given a variable here, my wish. In that my wish I have assigned, I have assigned daisy. Okay, daisy is a value in this list, right? So I have now made that daisy to be referenced by this variable my wish. Okay, and now I'm just going to remove this daisy using this my wish. Okay, flowers dot remove of my wish. My wish is a variable now referencing the value daisy, and when I'm passing that variable inside this remove of method, it automatically removes daisy from the list. And now if I'm going to print this flowers, we are going to have the value inside that is rose, tulips, orchid and jasmine. And now as we can clearly work with that value that we have removed using that variable, yes, in order to prove that, I have just used this print of statement with an F string. It's just a simple line telling it's my wish to remove my wish from the collections. This variable my wish is now referencing daisy. So the output that we receive is, it's my wish to remove daisy from the collections. Okay, I hope you really understand all these concepts. So just play around with this and try to write your own lines and build a list and remove it, add it, and whatever thing you want to do, just go and do it. And practice is very important so that you can get very well used to all these concepts. And it is very much important to just observe all these concepts with 100% clarity. Okay, so that's it, friends. So join me in this journey of learning. Let's make this journey more interesting. Bye bye. Take care.